Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Janae Raymond. I'm a realtor here in Statesboro, Georgia, which is Bulloch County, and I am a licensed realtor for the state of Georgia, license number 418105. I work with Platinum Landmark Realty, and if you need to get in a home from Savannah to Atlanta, I can get you in a home. Okay, make sure if you would like to be updated on any videos that you go ahead and like and subscribe to make sure you are notified anytime a video is posted. Now, we're going to talk today, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk today about the USDA RD 502 Direct Home Loan Program, okay? And with this program, we have Miss Rebecca here, and she's from USDA, and she's going to be able to tell us all about it. So welcome, Miss Rebecca.
Thank you so much for having me. Wonderful opportunity to get out and talk about USDA and share this wonderful program that we've got.
Definitely, and I'm excited to learn even more, and I know our viewers are excited to learn even more. Okay, excellent. So what we're going to do right now, let's go ahead and get into it. So the USDA RD 502 Direct Home Loan Program. Can you please tell us what is that program all about? And also, can you please also tell us the benefits of applying for that program?
I certainly can. So the 502 Direct program is designed for low and very low income applicants to help them get into a house. And it offers benefits such as 100% financing. And what that means is we will finance up to 100% of your purchase price. And so that helps you not have a big down payment like the 20% that sometimes conventional loans ask for, or even the 3.5% that FHA can ask for. So your down payment costs is a big benefit of the program.
Beautiful.
Yes, we also offer something called Subsidy. And Subsidy really helps our lower income borrowers. It helps them by paying a portion of their interest payment every month. So it effectively lowers the monthly payment that they have to make and can give them some more buying power up front. I do want to be fully disclosing everything and say that Subsidy does have to be repaid in full or in part when you pay off the loan. So if you pay on it every month for 30, 33 years and you pay it off, that's when we would calculate Subsidy. Or if you win the lottery a year after buying your home and you pay it off, then we would calculate any subsidy at that point. Another key benefit that I find really benefits our borrowers is our interest rate on the program is not dependent upon your credit score. While we do look at your credit score to make sure that we can justify a willingness to repay and that you are a creditworthy borrower, we don't use that to calculate your interest rate. So currently the rate on the program is 2.5%. That does change depending on market value and where interest rates are every month. But right now the program is sitting at 2.5%.
I heard you mention the eligibility rule eligible areas as well as the low and very low income. Can you please tell us a little bit more about that? Because I know our viewers don't know exactly what all of that means. What do you mean by a eligible rural area, as well as can you tell us what is exactly is low and very low income?
I'd love to answer that. So we define an eligible rural area as an area that has a population density of 35,000 or less. I know that's also a little vague, so we'd love to give you the link to the eligibility map that's published on our website for everyone to use so that people can go and look for eligible areas around Georgia themselves. Certainly, places like Atlanta are going to have too high of a population density for us to work in, but there are several areas around Georgia and several desirable places to be that are eligible for USDA. When it comes to low and very low income, that is based off of the median area income for the county that you're applying in. Very low would be someone who makes less than 50% of the area median income. And low would be someone who makes less than 80% of the area median income. Yet again, it's hard to give hard figures on that and make it a little more concrete, but there's eligibility documentation and eligibility information on our website, and we can give you that link as well so that anybody who watches this video can go and find what their limits would be for what county.
Sounds great. So once again, I will put the link there below in the description box. So make sure you check the description box. So no matter what state that you are in, we will have that link and you will know how to contact your local state office. Okay, great information. Thank you so much, Ms. Rebecca. So right now as well, let's get into it a little bit more. Let's talk about these qualifications, because I know the qualifications cannot be based upon just location and income. So what are the qualifications for the direct home loan program?
There's a reason you're a good realtor. You know a lot. So when we look at qualifications for an applicant, we are looking for a few things.
Okay.
We're looking for an ability to repay and a willingness to repay.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, we look at your credit score and we look at your credit report. We like to see a 640. But if you're under 640, it's not a definite no. It's not that we can't work with a credit score under 640. We will just look at your credit a little more closely and look at the circumstances around any derogatory things on your credit. As far as repayment income goes, we do look at how much you make relative to any debts that you may have to make sure that you show an adequate repayment. We don't let you get in so far over your head that you may not be able to afford your house, but we certainly want you to be able to afford the nicest house that you can.
Exactly. Great. Thank you so much. So the program just seems like an excellent program. I know our viewers are sitting on the edge of their seats and they're excited to learn even more. Now we've talked about the qualifications. We've learned all about what is the USDA Direct Home Loan Program, as well as what are the benefits of applying for that program. Now we also learned what are the eligible rural areas. We learned about that as well. So right now, let's get into the meat of it here. Okay, so let's talk about also some of these credit scores, because you mentioned credit scores. Okay, we know we have our viewers out there and they're like, okay, now we're getting into it here. Okay, so regarding the credit score, say we have, for instance, someone with a 615 credit score, okay, they have on-time payment history, and they also have been on their job for 5 years. What would be their next steps?
So you could certainly apply. That would be a candidate that we would love to look at. While we cannot guarantee somebody over the phone that they would be accepted based on that, it's certainly a credit that we could work with. Okay. We tend to be a little more flexible than traditional lenders because our loan program is designed for low and very low income applicants. So we're not looking to lend to people that are rolling in money. We're looking to lend and help out everyday Americans that have everyday credit situations.
Okay, beautiful. So let's say here, I know we have someone watching right now and they're like, listen, that was a nice little scenario that you gave there, but I'm a little bit more complex. What about me? So what about that person with a credit score and say it's okay? However, they do have some medical collections and some late payments. Would they automatically be disqualified?
Not automatically. There are certain situations where we can work with collections. There's certain situations where we can work with medical debt.
Okay.
Certainly medical debt is one of the things that we don't hold against people because medical debt is usually for necessary things. It's to keep you alive and healthy. So we try to be very flexible with those two situations.
Okay, sounds beautiful. So we've talked about those pre-qualifications. We understand now that the credit is pulled from, did you say Equifax as well? And you're looking for a 640 credit score. Okay.
We actually pull a tri-merge credit report. I just want to be totally upfront about that. So we look at all 3 credit bureaus.
Beautiful.
And we'll look at your 3 scores. Mm-hmm. We'll take the top and drop the bottom score and go with your middle score.
Okay. All right. Sounds beautiful. Well, this actually sounds like a dream come true. I have enjoyed this interview. I know our viewers have learned a lot about the USDA Direct Home Loan Program, and they're waiting to hear even more and waiting and excited to apply. Now, I will say, Ms. Rebecca, we've talked about a lot of things here. We learned about what the program is about. We've learned about the qualifications and the step in the process that the applicants will go through. However, I know that with every program, there are drawbacks, okay? And those drawbacks are just as important as the information that we've discussed here today. So I will say this, if you do not mind sticking around with me for a few more minutes, we could definitely record a video on the expectations of this program just to inform our viewers to make sure they are well equipped before they apply. So would you mind sticking around, Ms. Rebecca?
I would love to do that. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank everyone for watching with us. We thank you for joining us, and we will say stay tuned for part 2. This is just the beginning. So if you enjoyed the information that you've received today, make sure that you like and subscribe. Check that description box so that you can contact your local office as well, and we will see you in part 2. Bye-bye.